Fred the Walrus was a very happy walrus. It always had money and ate babies and kittens, so it was always a very full walrus. But Fred the Walrus had something coming in his life that he would never dream of. One day, Fred the Walrus was having a good deal of fun doing generally whatever he liked. He swam around and shot down rebel armies while crushing cities under his flab. He fought a giant squid and met Batman. His life was happy. "My life is happy," Fred said. So Fred went around doing whatever he liked. Fred went down deeper to find a prostitute, but what he found instead was a glow. It was a bright glow, brighter than suns. It was a penguin, with a flamethrower. Faster than a dime could turn on its head, Fred turned and swam to the surface, firing his afterburners to move faster, but the penguin was too fast. Fred finally had to move to warp speed, while the penguin moved even faster. This wasn't just a flamethrower, this was a rocket launcher flamethrower. Then Fred flew out of the water and didn't come down. "Holy crap," he said, "I can fly like a walrus." At that point, Humpty Dumpty came from behind a tree and said, "I am the Eggman, they are the Eggmen. I am the walrus, cuckoo, cachoo." This scared Fred a bit, so he ate Humpty. Fred decided to go flying for a while, and only while flying did he realize something. "I forgot my underwear." So he turned around and flew back as fast as he could. He soon remembered that he had left it under some of his fat, so he went back anyway to get some Skittles. When he got his Skittles, he realized they were glowing. They were growing too bright. "Holy crap," he said, because the Skittles were actually a penguin. A penguin with a flamethrower. And this penguin had a fighter jet, which was also a flamethrower. He flew away as fast as he possibly could and ended up in Bangkok. He said, and banged some cocks. Before he knew it, the whole army of the world was after him. He flew around the world in 80 days, but not before he flew around it in a day, too. So he flew around the world 80 times in 80 days, once in 80 days. He painted himself green, and then painted the town red, and painted the world pink, or fuchsia. Of course, the world was not exactly happy about this, and it ate him. "Wow," he said, "I'm in the stomach of the world." He decided to get out of it, and ate his way out. Diamonds. Soon, Fred the Walrus was fighting the Lemur legions of Leckelstein, the most dangerous animals on Earth. They take raw epicness and convert it into power to attack things. Of course, even raw power is not exactly prepared for a walrus, and the world exploded. The sky turned into a bazillion colors of red and purples, and everyone began tasting sight, and they began to feel what they touched. The fluffy pink clouds of the world went away, and everyone became Knurd. Alligators flew rampant, and dinosaurs ate chickens in their desperate attempt to get away from the elephants. On Mars, there were several robots that were there because they killed a goat. The goat was a rainbow and hid the cereal from the Futurama that ate books and liked to drink coffee in the morning. Once upon a time, one of these robots was named Walrus the Freddy, and ate a pancake when he had a stomach ache, and he died. Yes, he was hit by a bus because the pilot was a loaf of bread, and India exploded. Australia was taken over by kangaroos, while the doorknobs attacked themselves as the chocolate chips ended the world today in 2 days. Amongst this, the saviors saved themselves from Obama toast, while the rest of the world exploded in sheer shininess, and everything went explodey, except for the monkey lord that was eaten by a Udis goat that everyone loved with golems and a lot of bricks. Everything was very tasty as the sky turned melancholy melons, and everyone liked Skittles because they were very tasty as a blanket, and the blankets were very fun because they liked to cook wood. Work was a good thing, except that the walruses were always Paul McCartney, and everyone enjoyed everything in life, except for the people who were dead, of course. As it is said, be happy, shop at Walmart. And the world became my oyster thing. And then someone said, if wishes were fishes, and I said, I'd have a walrus. And sharks' flaming oranges were flying out of the walls and the ceiling, as the door in the ocean took a wrong turn and ended up in Bugs Bunny. The Trojan War followed shortly as explosions shook the sky and the earth, and the wood, and everything as giant wooden bunnies were catapulted out of gods. Then the gods got stuff, and everyone was happy. And it was thus, my friends, that Freddy got his job at the post office. And then something shined. It shined brighter than the sun. Holy crap, it's a penguin with a flamethrower.